In this video, I'll show you how I turned this idea into this song in less than 90 minutes.
Slow it down, down, down. Breathe in, breathe out.
Holistic songwriting.
If you're struggling finishing your songs, you're not the only one. A lot of people simply never learned a proper process, and so they end up writing on their songs for months, never finish, and their songs end up hidden away forever on some hard drive. Figuring out your process is crucial if you want to write more and better music and have more fun doing it. This is why the first rule we teach in our course, The 24-Hour Song, is this. By the end of day one, you have a song. It doesn't have to be perfect or finished, but when you come back the next day, have something that sounds like a song. To do that, we're going to work on our helms today, the basic structure of your song. We're going to do this by following a simple 3-step process: build up, explode, and arrange. Let's get into it. Today's song is provided by performing artist and my wife, Joe Bassa. This demo is pre-alpha, barely more than a voice note, but let's see if there's something here we can turn into a song. And since I'm a good boy, I will start by listening. Let's check out the major sections in the song. I've added notes on screen about what I'm noticing as the track is playing.
No, you don't feel like going out today. No, you don't feel like getting up at all. No, you don't feel like picking up your phone. I can feel you wanna be on your own. If you want, you can lay your head on me. Slow it down, down, down.
Oh, okay.
Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Embrace the calm tonight.
That's quite nice.
'Cause tomorrow will be alright. Slow it down, down, down. Okay, if you're not the loudest person in the room, it's okay if you need time for yourself.
Now we're moving into the build-up phase, where we pick a section to become the finale of our song, what everything is moving towards, and we build it up to a full arrangement. This part is going to take the most time, as you can always see from the clock in the top right. We're going to start with the melody. Now, I really like those slow it down, 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 breathe in, breathe out parts, combined with the choirs. So to make this more memorable and to focus on the best bits, I'm going to copy-paste these like so. I'm also going to take out the second breathe in part to make some more space for the band. Here you can see me make some small adjustments to the melody. Obviously, using flex pitch like this doesn't sound great, but it doesn't have to. This only serves as a reminder. We'll re-record everything anyway. Then I'm going to add more choirs because they are people too. They drove all the way to play with you. Why should they have only 2 notes in the entire song?
Slow it down, down, down. Breathe in, breathe out. Slow it down, down, down.
Next, I'm going to add some live bass because nothing beats a live bass. And I'm going to play as minimalist as I can, very few fills, basically just following the roots of the chords, leaving space for the vocals.
Slow it down, down, down. Breathe in, breathe out. Slow it down, down, down.
Then I solo the bass and turn on the click and play with flex time and a gate to get the most groove out of this performance. For the drums, I'm going with a simple 16th note groove and I'm adding swing feel for this section. I'm keeping the beat minimal because I can always add fills or grace notes later. This is really just about the big brush strokes of our song.
Slow it down, down, down. Breathe in, breathe out. Slow it down, down, down.
Once I have the drums, I go back over the bass to make sure both instruments work as one. This is a back and forth, a balance I want to strike. where both instruments add something meaningful to the super groove. As for the piano, I don't love how that sounds, so I'm going to process it a little bit to give the sound more character. Next, I will completely rewrite this part to make it line up with the rhythm of the bass. You can see me playing my table here, figuring out what the rhythm will be. Then I'm going to use Joanna's part as inspiration, but I'll add some syncopation in a variety of note lengths. As you can see, I spent quite a bit of time cleaning up the piano, not just because I'm a messy player, but also because I'm reacting to what the bass is doing. Here I'm checking where in the arrangement I want the piano to sit. Now I'm moving voices up and down in octaves to find out where the piano sounds best. Technically I should have done that before I wrote the part. Now rearranging it like this will destroy the top line I worked on so hard. Eventually I just kept the piano as is. Next, I widened the backing vocals and added an EQ and chorus until they almost didn't sound like a choir anymore. I mean, listen to this, that almost sounds like an analog synthesizer.
Slow it down, down, down. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out.
Love that sound. I had the idea of using a synth to add a bit more character to the mix, and I played around with it for a while. I ended up taking it out because it wasn't adding anything rhythmically to the groove, and so it only acted as a distraction. But here's what it sounded like. See if you can hear what I mean. It sounds good by itself, but in the context of the arrangement, it really just makes everything messier. Now for the guitar. I didn't want to add any guitar to this originally because having two harmony instruments is asking for trouble. But I still have some room frequency-wise, so I wanted to see whether I could find something that would fit rhythmically as well. Writing piano and guitar always takes me the longest. From first idea to recording, it took me 10 minutes for the piano and 8 for the guitar. That's still pretty fast, but if you compare it to the bass, where I practically played the part twice and then recorded it, it's a long time. Just a reminder that the further along the arrangement, the harder it becomes to add anything meaningful without taking away from the super groove. Here's what I came up with. Now I double track that and pan it left and right so it's not in the way spatially.
Then breathe out. Slow it down, down, down. Tomorrow will be alright.
And we're done with the build-up phase. Took us about an hour from start to finish.
One short break later.
The explode phase, where we turn this one section into a full song. Because when you have your chorus, you don't want to stop. Finish the song. Tomorrow you won't be feeling your track like you are today. And you'll see this isn't going to take long either. And man, it makes a huge difference. Here you can see me click through the verse to figure out where something new should come in. And I realized I want the vocals to have some alone time with the piano before I bring in the drums. I always think the longer you can hold back, the more impact a new instrument is going to have. We'll also have to write some new parts here because the verse uses different chords than the chorus. And as a side note, we are switching from swing to straight here. That's an advanced concept. We talk about it on this course right here, but I don't recommend you try that if you're just starting out. For the bass, I'm going to hit an unexpected note on chord 4, something with more dissonance, because A, I like dissonance, B, it fits the mood of the lyrics, and C, it gives me an opportunity to show off my stank face.
If you want, you can lay your head on me. And you don't have to say
This sounds a little ugly now because the piano is already recorded and I can't follow suit harmonically, but that's fine as we'll re-record everything anyway. You just have to live with that extra dissonance for right now. This time around, finding the guitar didn't take very long. I'm purposefully not playing full harmony here because the piano is already doing that, so the guitar gets to play a simple toggle pattern like this.
if you want, can lay your head on me, and you don't have to say
I'm also adding a bass slide to strengthen this moment where the bass and drums come in.
if you want, if you want, you can lay
Really satisfying. Now, what to do with this section here?
if you're not the loudest.
This was supposed to be the chorus, but I think it's not that good and it takes us too long to get there. The addiction formula says no, so you know what? I'm gonna take it out. And that's the end of the explode phase. Took us about 10 minutes. Now, of course, I didn't do the bridge yet, and that's because I'm an unorganized slob. But you know how it is when you're creating. You jump back and forth and you work on what you're excited about. And I was excited about this verse. Here, I'm trying verse 1 and chorus without drums and guitars, but I quickly realized that I love that moment way too much when the bass slides in and the drums drop, so I ended up taking out the guitars instead.
Slow it down, down, down. If you want, you can lay your head on me, and you.
I added a little drum fill leading to the chorus, just a little tension technique to make the chorus stand out more. I changed the hi-hat in the chorus to a ride. That's a hype technique directly from the addiction formula, page 187. I'm kidding. I have no idea what page that's on. I'm also adding a pedal hi-hat in the chorus for some extra hype and added crispness in the upper frequencies.
Down, down, tomorrow
I also tried the chorus without the guitars. Let's see what happens when we hold back on them until verse 2.
you can lay your head on me. You can
I tried the guitars solo first, but they're not harmonically strong enough to carry a whole section. So here's the arrangement I ended up with. Bass and piano, then the drums come in, then guitars.
you can lay your head on me, and you don't have to say a single word.
Has the potential for quite a nice moment, I think. I'm copy-pasting the chorus backing vocals to the second half of the verse for some added hype here. Harmonically, this is questionable, although it works surprisingly well. But again, we'll look at the notes in more detail later. This is all about getting those major brush strokes onto the page. Let's not get all caught up in details. Finally, let's write a bridge. We don't have any real vocals for this section, so I'll just write something for Joanna that you can work with. Going to bring in the drums from the chorus and play a bass line. And again, I'm keeping it simple. On the final chord, I'm adding more tension that isn't met in the piano, but again, we can change that later. And here's the final part. So I added some more 5/1s to the bass line, which I think sounds nice, certainly good enough for the time being. And that's it for the arrange phase. Took about 20 minutes from start to finish. We'll check out the final song in a second. You'll see me drumming along to the track. I do this to figure out how it would feel to be a musician in this band, whether everything feels natural or whether I'm having a hard time reacting to the musical changes. But for a little less than 90 minutes, I'm perfectly happy with this. I would love to do more of these narrated writing sessions, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, I'm Friedemann Findeisen for Holistic Songwriting Academy. Stay gefährlich.
You don't